A tragic car accident leaves one dead while some left by ambulance and some walked away without a single scratch. And that's a look at news at this hour. I'm Olivia Simmons in studio, WRAG News, Channel 3. One last game, and that was the motto this afternoon at the FedEx Forum as the Tigers closed out the regular season with Senior Day against UAB, giving 4 Tiger seniors one last chance to play in front of the home fans. All new at 5, a Memphis pioneer who paved the way for women and African Americans in politics is being remembered tonight. Good evening, I'm Olivia Simmons, and thanks for joining us. And how's your weather forecast shaping up for today? News Channel 3's Todd Dimmers has the On Your Side forecast next. A suicide bomber kills at least 8 people in Afghanistan this morning. It comes as a U.S. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel arrives for his first office visit. And a rocky start to Chuck Hagel's first trip to Afghanistan since becoming Defense Secretary. An explosion damaged an area in Kabul just hours after Hagel landed in the Afghanian capital. He was not hurt. As Christian Mutchler reports, Hagel says he is not letting the blast affect his visit to the region. And 7 people are dead after a fire swept through a home in Kentucky this weekend. It happened in rural Knox County. Neighbors reported smoke but weren't able to save the 5 children and 2 adults in the home. Investigators are looking into the cause today. And ahead of the conclave of cardinals who will choose the next pope, there's lots of speculation to who their choices are. Some seems there's no clear frontrunner in the process, but a handful of names do get mentioned more than others. They include 2 cardinals from Italy, 1 from Brazil, and another from Canada. Cardinals Timothy Dolan of New York and Sean O'Malley of Boston have also been mentioned as papal possibilities. And it's time to spring forward, but some question why we do it. For years, experts say and told us that daylight saving time reduces energy use, but a group of California economists says it may actually cost us more. They studied utility bills in several Indiana counties who only recently adopted daylight savings. Those experts say daylight time costs households thousands more every year. How's your weather forecast shaping up for today? And new at 5, a Tennessee police chief says he's going to rebuild his department and will use a lie detector test to keep racists off the force. Shane Sullivan is the new chief of Coopertown, Tennessee, about 30 miles from Nashville. The town has been plagued by scandals from speed traps targeting Latino drivers to a mayor accused of racist behavior. Chief Sullivan says when some potential job applicants find out about the lie detector test, they'd never call back. He says that today he doesn't want them working for the force anyway. A Mid-South politician is being laid to rest in Mississippi. Marco McMillan is the former mayoral candidate from Clarksdale whose body was found near River Levee in Coahoma County. His family says he was beaten, dragged, then set on fire. Coming up tonight at 6, how family and friends are remembering McMillan at today's homecoming ceremony. The Tampa area man swallowed by a sinkhole is still missing today, and now there's apparently no way to get him back. Experts say the sinkhole that swallowed him up is now 60 feet deep and likely to get bigger and more dangerous. The development means it's impossible to recover the body of 37-year-old Jeff Bush. Houses on each side of the Bush home have been evacuated and face demolition because they're all unsafe. Expert testimony in the BP trial points to negligence. A geophysicist says the company submitted misleading and selective data to regulators. He also said BP played fast and loose with safety tests, calling the company irresponsible. Effects of the budget sequester are starting to be felt across the country. Flight delays and cancellations are expected nationwide as air traffic controllers and security agents take forced time off. Alternate airports will also see problems as control towers shut down. The cost will also affect teachers and Head Start programs around the country. A popular TV entertainer may also be on the hit list today. The Hollywood Reporter says NBC is about to put tonight's show host Jay Leno to pasture. The network denies it, but high-level sources say NBC will make an announcement in May that next season will be Leno's last. Those sources expect Jimmy Fallon to replace Leno in the summer of 2014. Leno's people aren't saying anything about the report. How is your weather forecast shaping up for today? News Channel 3's Austin Olnek has the On Your Side forecast next. All new at 5, a Memphis pioneer who paved the way for women and African Americans in politics is being remembered tonight. Good evening, I'm Olivia Simmons, and thanks for joining us. A suicide bomber killed at least 8 people in Afghanistan this morning. It comes as U.S. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel arrives for his first visit. The Taliban claimed responsibility for the attack in Kabul, saying it was meant as a warning to the American defense chief. Fortunately, Hagel was across town in the briefing when the explosion took place. And airline workers aren't one bit happy with the federal government's plan to take passengers carrying small knives into commercial flights. The union representing air marshals has joined flight attendants, pilots, and air insurance companies in calling on the Transportation Security Administration to reconsider its decision to relax its rules on prohibited carry-on items. And a motion filed on behalf of Colorado theater shooting suspect James Holmes aims to prove he's not mentally balanced. The motion claims Holmes was held for several days in restraints at the Denver hospital after he banged his head into a jail wall. His attorneys say they are considering an insanity defense. And Catholic cardinals will gather Tuesday to begin selecting a new pope. It comes amid stories of drama in the process. Italian media report U.S. cardinals are working to sway the vote by delaying it. Italian cardinals want a quick vote, which observers believe will favor them. Observers say reformers and transitionalists are vying for power. Church leaders say they want a new pope in place before the Easter holiday. And Venezuela has a new leader today. Nicolas Maduro took the oath of office as acting president after the death of Hugo Chavez. Maduro immediately called for elections to take place in 30 days, a pledge to guarantee peace, safety, and political stability. And health officials have a warning today about a new virus. It's showing up in people who've traveled to the Arabian Peninsula or neighboring countries. The coronavirus is genetically similar to the SARS virus and causes severe respiratory illness and kidney failure. The 2 most recent cases reported from Saudi Arabia ended in death. So far, there are no known American cases of the virus. And how's your weather forecast shaping up for today? News Channel 3's Todd Dimmers has the On Your Side forecast next. And a rocky start to Chuck Hagel's first trip to Afghanistan since becoming defense secretary. An explosion damaged an area in Kabul just hours after Hagel landed in the Afghanian capital. He was not hurt. As Christian Mutchler reports, Hagel says he is not letting the blast affect his visit to the region. An annual event held here at the Germantown Elementary School brings parents and students together, where students get to showcase their art and demonstrate their talents. Officers responded to a call that led them here to Club on time. When they arrived here, there was a victim in the parking lot who had been beaten in the head unconsciously. We're told that that victim is now at the Med in critical condition. Officers say this is an ongoing investigation. I'm Olivia Simmons reporting live, WREG News Channel 3.